discipline of yourself. And you're not ready for anything if you are still dealing unrighteously with yourself. I mean, if you are
Baby,
still
I'm obsessed with
shooting scab,
him.
let's say, if you
He is
do
my
stuff like
son.
that, then you will listen to a young sister tell about
He loves the
why
internet. He
and
loves
how
phones.
the
It's
first
very
day
cute.
that she shot dope. The first day I shot dope was on a
I'm so
Sunday.
distressed, bitch.
I had
Like,
just come home from church. Got mad at my mother
actually,
because she
I'm not
got
gonna
mad
take
at
you with
me
me.
today.
Baby.
Went out, shot up behind a feeling against her. It felt good, gooder than doing it. Yeah, it was nice. I did it. I did it. I want to do it again. It felt so good. And as the sister sits in her silent, remembered high, someone leans forward, gently asks her, "Sister, did you finally learn how to hold your mother?" And the music of the day drifts into the room to mingle with the sister's young tears, and we all sing.
Damn, I done lost the damn
Having health insurance is important.
I done
So
lost
if
the
anyone in your
remote,
family
bitch. I'm
has
trying to turn
Medicaid,
this shit down.
listen up. Check the mail for your
This would happen to me. This would be my life. Oh my god.
and mail it back right away so you don't lose your coverage. If you do lose it,
Okay. Thank you, Jesus. Alright. Yeah, okay. Oh, y'all. Bitches are losing lighters. Bitch, Anthony. I got you today. I saw your text. But I don't have no good news until tonight, baby. I don't got no good news until tonight. But yeah, we are live. This is my son. I can't afford to raise him, so you know what I mean? He living here. But this is my son biologically. Oh my god. And let me be honest, like, I gave him some tuna fish the other day, and I feel like that's why he acting like this. He like, this bitch got tuna. At some point, I may get more. He will. All in a good time. But I can't spoil him too much. Because the way he be acting, he was acting spoiled before I even did anything. Why are you trying to be on the live? He looking for that tuna, bitch. He don't trust it. He's like, there gotta be tuna around here. Something the fuck where? And there's not. There's not, babes. There's not. I'm sorry, sweets. Yo, honestly, y'all, like the past motherfucker. Babe! Come back here. Come lay down. I'll give you some tuna. Start acting right. Okay. He's acting right. He understands English clearly. Clearly, bitch. So, next time a cat starts acting up, just talk to him for real, because they really understand. They be getting it. He be understanding. But he likes to be held, honestly. Oh, he purring on me, bitch. Oh my god. You leaving? Bitch. They eating, bitch. They eating a motherfucking little snack behind me. But it's fine. Anyways, so I came here just to be like, I feel like it's important for me to still post, like, especially when I'm trying to, like, live a real life, because I feel like this whole time, like, the past fucking few weeks I've just been getting ate up, and I've been trying to fucking just stay right, stay on top of shit, stay positive, but the reality is, I feel like what's more important at this point is to stay present. I'm trying to just stay present, because I feel like staying positive is not real. Like, sometimes we're not in a positive space. Like, sometimes we're just not in a space to be positive, and that's okay. Like, we really don't owe anybody positivity, but at the same time, being present, reminding myself why the fuck I'm doing what I'm doing has been the only thing that's been keeping my ass fucking afloat. Reaching out for help, talking to my friends, communicating. Those have been the only things that have helped me right now. If you are going through something, please do not go inward. Do not think you have to handle it on your own. Don't feel like you have to be an army of one head ass bitch. You don't. You don't. You really don't. I know some of y'all think y'all don't have support. You do. You actually fucking do. Like, sometimes we really don't think we have support because maybe we feel like we ain't poured in. We ain't said hello in a long time. some people don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, I know some people do. I know some people really do feel like you got to be checking on me for me to care. But that's not everybody. Not everybody is like that. Not everybody's counting up how long it's been since y'all talked to see if they're going to fucking help your ass. That's not everybody. But if you're thinking like that, if you're moving like that, it's going to be hard for you to think people aren't thinking like that. So I just want to put that out there. Sometimes we be thinking that people don't give a fuck about us, and really, we're anticipating that. We're used to that. Right, right. No, you're fine, Tomato Bagel. Go ahead, go ahead. I'm currently staying in a playroom of a child. They're being so generous with me. We do have a deal though, that whenever they knock on the door, I let them know, if I'm able to allow them to come on in here. Usually, yes. Usually, there's nothing too wild up in here that they would see that would be problematic. But I feel like for the most part, I feel like they have, like, bitch, they have 2 bedrooms, honestly. So that's why they're really not pressed about this room. But because I'm here, they're a baby, they're like 6. They're like, bitch, who are you? You know what I mean? So I feel like I just try to just remind the baby, like, knock on the door if it's shut. But if it's not shut, say hey. This morning they woke up and they asked me if they could hug me. And I was like, y'all better stop playing before I become your stepfather. Like, I really don't want to, I don't want to get too crazy, but it's feeling like I'm about to be a stepdad. Like, let me stop, bitch. Let me stop. But my friend is cool as fuck. Like, we just been having a cute time. I actually made cookie dough today. Because bitch, that's what my life is right now. Making cookie dough with a goddamn 5-year-old. So we made 2 different types. I did one recipe. And if you're looking for a cookie dough recipe because you're a bitch that likes cookies, but you're like, it's too much, bitch, I'm telling you right now, this is the easiest cookie recipe I ever fucked with. And you wanna know why it's easy? Because you put all the dry shit together and then you mix in melted butter. And then you go from there. Then you add the egg at the fucking end, bitch. And then boom, it's done. And I'm telling you, because the butter is melted, it melts everything together real easy. So you don't gotta be, So just for anybody out there. And it's by Danny Rose. They used to be called Stovetop Kisses. Their recipe is amazing, easy to follow. And again, very simple. I don't identify as bigender anymore. I identify as agender. Like, I really do not think about gender that much. The only time I really think about it is if I'm buying some clothes and I'm trying to get a deal. And I gotta go to a certain website to get certain shit. One of my dating sites, like, sometimes I'm trying to figure out, like, should I be outing myself as trans? Like, should I be saying that I don't be caring about gender? Sometimes I'm not sure, because there's times where I do care, like, to be, like, out and about. But there's times where I'm just like, because honestly, we might not even get that far. You know what I mean? We might not even get to the point where I even reveal my whole self to you. So I never know what makes sense. But I am on a dating site called Feeld, Feeld. It's kind of like if FetLife had an app. It's very much if FetLife had an app. It's very much kinky. So if you're a kinky person, but there are also a lot of queer people on there that are looking for friendship and gardening buddies. So just a PS on that. It is the drop to find, like, some sexy links, some kinky links, maybe some BDSM vibes. I know it's a lot of people on there doing different stuff. But I have consistently seen queer people being like, hey, bitch, like, do y'all want to trade tools? Like, I'm talking to this white bitch right now named Olga, bitch. And I'm like, you know what? Because I really am about to start getting a toolbox together. But if I don't got to buy certain shit, that would be cute. Well, here's my thing. I feel like for some people who are bigender, or rather, I should just talk from my own experience. When I was saying I was bigender, it's because I wanted to make space for a masculinity that I just did not interact with. Like, I feel like people project masculinity on tall people who are not white and who are fat. And so because of that, like, me assessing femininity took money. And I feel like we're not talking about that enough when we talk about transness and we talk about gender affirming shit that people do. We don't talk about it enough, because cis people all day affirm their gender, try to do things, buy things, take on cosmetic surgeries in order to affirm their gender. But for some reason, when trans people are doing the same thing to affirm their gender, something that obviously cis people also feel is not fucking inherent and feel like they have to buy into. Like, let's talk about it. I used to date this woman, and I've dated 2 women, so y'all figure it out. But they deadass told me, like, they feel like they are a man if they don't have earrings on. Now, I know that's not all cis women, but there are a lot of cis women who feel like I am not. Look at my son. He acting up. But there are a lot of cis women who feel like I'm not a girl if I'm not doing makeup, if I don't have a bow in my hair, if I don't have pink. Like, there are a lot of people who don't want to hold that, like, gender is partly performance. That's just the truth of it. And so it don't matter if I put on a pink dress. If that shit's not cinched a certain way, if it's not a certain cut, if it's not certain, I'm not going to read as a femme. And because of the ways that people are scrutinizing gender now, because of the rampant transphobia, which is really just anti-blackness, because of the anti-blackness ramping the fuck up everywhere on every level, because anti-blackness is getting to another point, every other oppression is at another point. So trans people under attack, trans children under attack, queer people under attack. So people don't really hold that enough. And so all I'm gonna say is when you put on certain things, that's not your gender, babe. Your gender is whatever the fuck you say. But we all know that if you go out into the world, there's shit out there that'll reaffirm your girliness. Like, some people really feel like certain drinks look masculine in their hand. Some look feminine. Some people feel like certain colors of hair make them look like, there's girls right now that dye their hair pink to reaffirm their femme and girly gender vibes. There are some folks right now who dye their hair blonde because they feel like dark hair is not feminine on them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some people really go out their way to do certain things. So, like, who else? I know people right now who wax to affirm their gender. But with that being said, the waxing, the act of waxing, I personally feel like is not necessarily gendered. I feel like anybody can wax and enjoy, you know, the effects of waxing. Because I'm not going to play like waxing, don't be feeling nice after the fact. But to make it a gendered thing, we would have to deny masculine people, men, the desire to fucking just be smooth. As if smoothness is womanly. But it's not. But when a woman has a hairy face, it's seen as manly. Because we're automatically assuming hair on the face is a masculine thing. And when we say masculine, like masculine, we're assuming that all masculine people are rough and tough, when masculinity is a fucking wide spectrum. We know men that perform all different types of ways, do we not? We know soft men, men who are in touch with their sensibilities around fucking humanity, like men who have been allowed to have feelings outside of anger, you know? Ooh, Ryan, that is a moment. That's really a moment, and I appreciate you for uplifting that. It does make sense. It definitely does. I feel like today, I made myself a bath with milk and rose, and I really was feeling like this is such a sweet, nice thing to do for myself. It didn't feel like I'm doing some gendered pampering routine. It honestly was just like, I love flowers. I know that there's collagen in them. I know that they're healing. I know that that smells good as hell. Not, you know what, here's the thing. I appreciate being called wise, but I've just lived a lot of lives. Like, I've just lived a lot of different lives. I've thought a lot of different things about myself. I think I'm just a deep thinker. I just try to think deeply about my behavior. Not always. Sometimes I'm not really thinking very deeply, and I gotta hold that shit too. Oh my God, Benny. This is Benny, but to me, his name is Big Titty, aka Titty Titty, aka Titty Boy. But he's such a sweet little thing. He really does nothing wrong. He's perfect. Oh my God, that was a big jump, dog. Wow, yeah, you better shake that off. I know that hurt your bones. All right, so anyways, getting back into it, I'm actually coming here because I wanted to talk about so many things, but I love that we started talking about gender because it's been something I've been thinking about a lot. Like living here, I'm living out of a fucking trash bag, a fucking laundry bag, a fucking Trader Joe's bag. Like, I'm not feeling like I'm experiencing the life that I want to be experiencing at the moment. Like, I feel like I'm very much like kind of relegated to a tiny little space. With that being said, there is a fire within me that is burning for myself, that is just like, I don't give a fuck where I am. I'm gonna make it my space, and like I'm gonna like take up space, and I'm gonna make myself a delicious meal, and I'm gonna like hold space for myself to like just enjoy the little delights that I get to enjoy within a situation that I have not decided for myself, and just trying to like take some control, because it's really really wild to like live next door to a house that you were supposed to be living in, supposed to be cozy in, supposed to be happy in, and just like not have that be the reality, and have to sit with the reality that is you did not make a choice that was based on you. You made a choice based on survival. And so I'm trying to remind myself like survival mode is partly our actions and our behavior and what we believe we deserve. And I think like I've definitely accepted a lot of shit because I was just trying to fucking survive. I was just trying to fucking make it. I didn't want to do too much. I didn't want to I didn't want to advocate for myself too much. I didn't want to say too much. I'm like I'm just not in that place anymore. Like I'm so much more vocal now about what I'm feeling, about what I'm experiencing, about what I deserve. And I'm grateful as fuck to be here feeling this. I also feel like it's wild that we are in Scorpio season, but for a while we were still in Virgo. Like the sun was still in Virgo for a little bit. And then it went to Libra, and I believe it's officially in Scorpio now, but it hasn't been in Scorpio and it was supposed to be. But then I had to remind myself that like we are on a timeline that was predetermined. Like these calendars come out all the time, and they don't fucking matter in the reality of our day to day. Like the sun decides what it wants to decide. The calendars can say whatever the fuck they want. What's really happening is like what's live and in front of us. And so getting back to my point about staying present, like there's so much shit happening in the world, like, and I'm not trying to invoke like terrible things, good things. I'm just saying like there's so much going on, and staying present, reminding myself where I am, asking myself where I am in my body. These are things that like I've never done before. Like I just feel like I've kind of leveled up emotionally, and I'm grateful as fuck because for a while I really was not okay, and I didn't know how to, like, I feel like you can be so aware of things just not making sense for you or just not adding up for you, but you have no tools. You don't know what to do with that. And so I'm trying to hold that like some of the things I need to learn about myself are things that like I have to go backwards. Like I have to go backwards. I'm not just an adult. I'm also my inner child. I'm also like all the wild things that happened that formulated my brain. And so I feel like I'm trying to just hold space for the fact that I don't know fucking anything. And I'm so fucking grateful because I've just been trying to make sense of so many things, and there's just no sense behind it. Like some shit is just, it's just fucking wild. Like some shit is wild, some shit is self-abandonment, some shit is fucking low self-esteem. Like some shit is actually a lot of fucking things that we just don't have the language for, and we're so angry at ourselves because we're just not getting it. And what there is to get is that some situations are truly beyond our fucking control. Some situations really, they don't require much. Like they just required your energy. And some shit wasn't as deep as you might have thought. And I'm just holding all of that. Like, you know, it's like I want so badly for everything to make sense. Like for it to all have made sense, but I feel like that's never gonna happen. You know, there's no sense to suffering, and I think that that's a whole nother lesson to learn. Is like I'm not going through these experiences to learn something. I'm truly not. Some of these experiences are self-abandonment. Like some of them are just like not paying attention to like how people are treating me, or again, survival mode. And so now that I'm not in survival mode, now that I'm not like feeling like damn, anything could happen next, like I'm kind of able to like just sit with myself and ask myself really like, what the fuck do you want to do? Like, what do you want? And the only thing that's been coming up for me right now is stability around housing. Like I've been really trying to figure out like how to get a tiny house or a trailer or something, because I just don't trust people anymore. like living in this housing situation. It's cute and I appreciate it, but I am still anxious as fuck because I don't like having to hope that someone's going to do the right thing. I can't do it no more. I can't. I done hoped so many times that somebody would do the thing that they said, do what they offered, do what would make the most fucking sense, and it just is done. I can't get myself in a position again like that. And that's that's a harder thing to fix, I think, versus like any other internal shit that I got going on, because I'm talking about trying to become self-sufficient in a way that I think most people fucking are not. Most people don't own their fucking land, don't own their fucking house. That's not realistic. And yet my brain is like, that's the only shit that makes sense moving forward, because you cannot be at the fucking whim of a fucking white person. I don't care how cool they seem. I just don't have time for the fucking get back if they decide to tap into their ancestral bullshit. And I was literally just sitting in the bathroom and thinking about this motherfucker living next door to me that I really hate. And I'm just like, this motherfucker really told me they wish they never met me while they live in a house that only existed because of me. Like, they really, really went out their way to try to just make me feel like just shitty. And the whole time they were projecting on me. And that shit was crazy, bitch. Cause my brain wasn't even there. I wasn't even thinking about setups and shadiness. I was just trying to have a cute little life. But I noticed like so many people just, I don't want to say they miserable, but those motherfuckers in general, in particular, they were fucking miserable in a way that like, I didn't really see it. And now I can't ignore it. Now I'm just like, damn. It's like the more that I try to like extend the love that I have for myself, the more I'm like, damn, that's actually not what you needed. You needed me to get away from you. Like, bitch, I'm not trying to even be funny, but some people really need you to leave them alone. Like, some people really need your absence to move forward in their own fucking shit. And I know some people don't want to hear that. I know some people don't want to hear that. But sometimes you're really in the way of somebody just getting to the next step in their own situation. And I don't mean that to be mean. I don't mean that to be mean at all. I just mean some people who left my life, bitch, I needed that. I really did. I really fucking did. And I'm glad in retrospect. And like some people I needed to leave their life and I didn't. And then I look back and I'm like, damn, why didn't I? Because, bitch, I was scared. I was scared to walk away first. I was scared that what they were projecting on me was true. I didn't want to confirm for them that I didn't give a fuck. And I thought, I'll just give more of a fuck. Girl, if motherfuckers is not believing that you fucking rocking, go! Roll out. Because I feel like they kept testing me. And I'm thinking I'm rising to the occasion. For what? What up, Shay? Hey, boo-boo. What's up? But yeah, no, I feel like, hell fucking no. Like, some people really are pushing us away, bitch. And it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. Because, like, so much of us wants to confirm that we really are not worthy of like reaching back out and embracing. But that's not true. So if I know that I'm worthy of embracing, motherfuckers not embracing me just lets me know I gotta get away from you now. In the past, I'm over here trying to fight for somebody who don't even love their fucking self. How the fuck they gonna love my ass, bitch, on some RuPaul? So that's why I'm not even tripping no more about it, like, for real, like, on the internal level, because I'm just like, bitch, I'll never be like you. I'll never be like that. It's like, it don't even matter how bad I want to get y'all back. I'll never do what y'all do. It's just not for me. Hell no. It's not even like I want to be the right one or the good one. It's not about that. I just don't want to be the one sitting here like, damn, I'm really causing all this fucking distress. The fuck? Like, that's what be blowing me. I'm like, damn, you just causing all this fucking distress. You don't even think about it. Bitch, I still think about all the little goofy shit that I did. Things that I wish I never said. Obviously, if I get an opportunity, if it even makes sense, I feel like that's where I'm at. Where it's like, do some people even want you to even reach out to them? Like, if it's dead, I know some people are like, You know, it's never too late to apologize. I don't disagree with you, but some people really it is. Like, some people it really is. And I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's like, damn, like, you know, you could have an apology in you, but like whether or not that person really gives a fuck. And I get it. You're not apologizing for them to give a fuck. But I also feel like we're in a different time. We're not in a time where you could just pop up on somebody and be like, my bad. Because my thing is this. You pop up on somebody and they'll be like, they're harassing me. And it's like, bitch, that's a harassment to say sorry. But I feel like that's just me just like projecting that like in ways like I know there's some people that don't want to fucking a sorry from my ass at all. Or rather, I believe that they would not necessarily appreciate it. I'll say that. I don't think that they would appreciate it. Now, again, I may feel differently. Soon, maybe less soon, maybe in a long time. I don't fucking know. But I be sitting with that shit. And so it's like for what they did, I'm just like, y'all don't really think about how wild that shit was. They probably don't. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to see. Here's my thing. I don't want us to be victim blaming ourselves because if people don't got nothing good for us in store, bitch, it don't matter what the fuck you did. Like I feel like some of us be so worried that we're gonna do something to make some. Can't nobody make you fucking be an asshole. Like you either are gonna be that or not. Like no shade. Like I just feel like some of us have to remember, like your character is always you. The persona, personality, that shit could fucking change. But who you really are you that bitch? Like, and I feel like some of us really are not that bitch. That's okay. You don't have to be that bitch. That's fine. But I feel like don't shame yourself for putting yourself out there and trying to be in love. You know what I mean? Trying to be in love and friendship. Hey, what up, everybody? Don't shame yourself for trying to put yourself out there for fucking trusting motherfuckers. Like that's fucked up. The issue is not the trust. The issue is not the trust. The issue is not opening your heart to trust. The issue, in my honest opinion, is when people show you repeatedly they are not to be trusted. And unfortunately, we have to go through stuff to know stuff. And people want to shame you for going through stuff when, babe, 9 times out of 10, they only know now because they went through stuff. So just keep that in mind. Some of us be wanting to give fucking advice so fucking bad, we forget where the fuck it came from. The experience. Going through the shits. And we could say we're naive. We could say we should have saw it coming. Babe, I don't know about you, but I don't really think we're supposed to be alive to be looking over our shoulder the whole fucking time to see who's meaning us bad. That's not a life. That's not realistic. I think what makes the most sense to me is love people as abundantly as you want to. Thank you. I appreciate it. But if you're not feeling reciprocal love, if you're not feeling care, support, pull back. Or communicate and say, hey, I would like to connect with you and it's not seeming possible. Is this a desire of yours as well? Like, I feel like some of us would be so scared to fucking just make it plain. Like, bitch, I like you. I want to be connecting with you. Do you want to connect with me too? Because some folks will really tell you to your face, no. They might not say no, but they'll say it in a way that you know. Like, bitch, like at this point, all I know is I'm an enthusiastic yes. Okay? Or I'm a no. And you are too. You either hype and excited to do the shit or you're not. Can't force it. And so I feel like I'm just paying attention to body language and the way people react to me. If I ask you to do something and you hit me with a, I would love to, but I'm busy until who knows when, question mark, question mark, question mark. All right, I'm gonna let you reach out to me next time because you clearly got a crazier schedule than me. Does that mean we're not friends, we're not cool? Fuck no. But baby, you enthusiastically told me no. So I'm gonna pop back on your ass a little bit. And if something comes up to invite you to, I might invite you to that again. But really, just pay attention. Some people are really telling us no. I'm telling you, motherfuckers be they be like, that's a no. Motherfuckers be like, that's a no. I'm telling you. Like, it's a lot of shit that's a no, but motherfuckers be saying it in a way that sounds like it kind of is a yes, bitch. It's kind of a no. I'm sorry. And it's not like you would know that, would you? Hell no. It takes time. It takes going through that shit. It takes remembering that motherfuckers wasn't saying yes. They were like, it was a no. It was a little bit of a no. Like, just focus on that, babes, please. You are an enthusiastic yes. If motherfuckers want to kick it with you, they're going to let you know. They're going to, time, place, whatever. It's not hard to connect with you. It's not. Do not let motherfuckers trick you like it's hard to connect with you. You're so hard to connect with. You're not. You're really not. If the schedule too wild, baby, people don't work every day. If people not making time for you, babe, it's not worth it. And so I'm on some other shit right now, babes, and I'm happy for myself because real talk, I was on that pick me vibe for a little bit. And just serially fucking being monogamous for no fucking reason, even though it was leading to my motherfucking detriment. So, also, bitch, okay, this is like, okay, I know it's only 30 people in here, and I'm not trying to give delusional, but I kind of want to talk a little bit of shit, and I don't want it to come off as ugliness, but I feel like I'm already letting y'all know I'm gonna talk a little bit of shit, so let me just stay on task. Let me just stay on the facts. So I went into a live of one of my favorite creators. I'm not gonna say their name unless, you know, people really want me to reveal it, but I really don't feel like what they did was like the worst thing ever. I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to send hate their way. I also want to preface it with that. I just want to talk a little bit of shit because it's just like I'm seeing a pattern and I just want to put it out there because if I see some shit, I want to say some shit. So they make really cool content. I have loved every video I've seen, bitch. I feel like that's why I'm feeling so stressed about this video that I seen. But again, I'm bringing it here because I feel like it's part of a larger culture that's going on. So this person makes a lot of content about cis men, content about everything, honestly. Like, I think they're also an inventor. I believe they invented a bonnet. That does something really cool. I'm not trying to talk shit. I promise you. If I could get a bonnet from the bitch, I would. But I'm blocked at this point. And I want to just be so clear that I did not do anything worthy of blocking, in my honest opinion. But again, there's 3 sides to every story, right? So I'm gonna just tell you my side. I go into the live of this creator and they're talking about how people being too hard on men and how she don't want to be a part of a culture of hating on men. And meanwhile, her content is actually, in my opinion, giving like some real tea. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like her content is actually fucking amazing. And I feel like what she talks about in terms of the patriarchy and men, in my honest opinion, is not mean. It's very fucking direct. And personally, I feel like it could be a little meaner. I feel like she could go, I feel like she, with the evidence that she got, she could really get in somebody's ass. And she's really reporting it very like cute. She's not dragging the men. She's talking about them. But for some reason, she's trying to put herself in the man hater, man haters, or she man haters. I'm trying to do a play on words. It's not working. But she's trying to do like or she's trying to connect like, oh, you guys, I don't want to be one of the man haters. I want to have a man one day. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding? Not you want to have a man one day, but you running us the evidence and the data and shit about how masculinity and patriarchy is operating with them. Like, So I'm sitting here in the comments and I'm just like, honestly, like I'm just defending what she been doing in the comments. I'm like, beloved, I was like, I honestly feel like y'all could put more pressure. I honestly feel like there's not enough pressure. I personally feel like the men aren't getting enough pressure. I feel like we are just scratching the motherfucking surface. And then on top of that, and I mean this with all love, babes, we still don't talk about patriarchy in our day-to-day enough. For me, I try to talk about white supremacy every day. I try to uplift white supremacy, whiteness, I try. But I don't talk about patriarchy enough for myself. So to hear someone who's uplifting it in such a brilliant way, it just kind of, it made me sad. But at the same time, I also want to hold that like there is a colorist dynamic here, because let me be super candid. I feel like when I really look at all the content about men, these are things that I learned in relationships. Like all the content that women are coming out with now, it's like, yeah, no, I see that. Yeah, because I've gone through it and y'all are giving me the info after the fact. I'm grateful for this content because there's girlies that have never been played before. They've never been tricked before. I'm sorry to say this, but like a lot of men are not good people. I'm not even sorry to say it, bitch. I'm glad that I get to say it. I'm glad I live in this age, in this time, in this year where I can say it. Because honestly, even men know men have been taught to kill, hurt, harm, and only express rage as an emotion. So, with that being said, for someone to have such a platform that was kind of amassed on being candid, it was like, damn. we lost one of the great ones. Honestly, her content was so brilliant, and it just seems like she's like, oh man, it sounded like to me, and this might be reductive. I want to go back to the colors point that I was gonna make, but this may be reductive, but I just feel like it kind of felt like there's men in your ear telling you, not all of us. You're making some of us feel bad. And maybe one that she actually like. And I'm not gonna hate on her for that, because at the end of the fucking day, who hasn't been a pick me? You know? Who hasn't been trying to get a pick? Who hasn't been trying to get picked? We all have. So I'm not gonna do too much on the girl. That's why I'm not saying her name, because it's like, I don't want y'all to fucking go up in there and just be sassy and stanky to her, because there's no point. There's no fucking point. Like, she's not doing that to get views. Like, I think that's the other thing. It's like her switching her content is gonna lose her views. She might get a man, but fuck. This is some fucked up shit, bitch. Honestly, this is the spookiest shit I ever heard. This some Halloween shit. Woo. What up, Isabella? I just feel like seeing women, especially black women, talk about men, and not just black men, talk about men, period, has been amazing to see on the platforms. However, I do notice that some of them obviously have desires to be partnered with some of these men. And so it just sucks that, like, she about to just, like, like, backpedal a little bit to seemingly be more placating to some men that may have came to her. Because at this point, let's be clear, like, when you have a certain following, there are people that are in your fandom. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm not trying to, like, go too deep into the shit, but once you get a certain amount of followers, there's a fucking chat, there's a group, there's a forum, there's something. And I just feel like there's gotta be men in her forums. Like, she's a beautiful woman, but she's also so fucking on point when it comes to talking about patriarchy, you know? And so it's just like, I know there's probably some fine ass men in that motherfucking, in her Discord, whatever the fuck, being like, I don't know about this direction. Cause, like, honestly, the videos do numbers. They do. So I really hope whoever it is, whatever it is, whomever, whatever the change of heart, because, like, she was really sitting there like, I don't want to be male bashing, like, I don't want to be that kind of channel. And it's like, you really think you about to be that? Like, she got so much range, she talked about so much stuff, but it's like, damn, she made a video about cis men recently that was so bomb. Like, her video was basically talking about how a lot of men don't realize that your granddad, your father, his grandfather, grandpapa, grand, they were mediocre men that really didn't deserve shit. But because women were and have been forever pressured to have a man in order to seem worthy as a full fucking person, because you can't just be worthy on your own in this society. You have to have a man almost co-sign that you're a worthy bitch. And a lot of times these men are just using you as a lover and a secretary, a maid, a babysitter, a baby factory, puppy mill, whatever the case may be, bitch. Veterinarian, doctor, nurse, fucking courier, bitch. All types of shit, bitch. Think about what wives be. And some of y'all, I'm sorry if you're a wife and you think about all the hats you wear in the house, bitch. I'm not trying to fuck with you. I know you're probably just trying to chill, smoke your little blunt before you wash the dishes and shit. Trust me, I'm not trying to come for you. I'm just saying, let him wash them. Didn't you cook? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, let's talk about equity, bitch. Let's talk about how your day is really going and how much motherfucking labor is getting sucked out of your ass. That's what we're talking about today. And so anyways, her last video was about how a lot of women were not going, chef. Okay. Gardener, bitch. Gardener indeed. Because motherfuckers be wanting. I know bitches that mow the lawn right now. Old bitches that mow the lawn. Not even a ride one, bitch. Like, they be pushing that bitch. Girl. And work full time and pay most of the bills. Woo! Yeah, no, bitch. How the fuck were we gonna see that and win? And didn't Lauren tell us how we gonna win when we not right within, bitch? Within, bitch. Within the collective, bitch. We're not right within, bitch. How can we win? Anyways, let me put on my fucking pants so I can go smoke this little blunt for my friend come. But yeah, like I was saying though, her video was basically talking about how men are mediocre. or men have been mediocre and they have never had to become anything. Men were just supposed to smile and look cute and just be a little accessory. And so unfortunately, because, well, that's not even true. Like, but essentially that's what they were, bitch. Like, men have been benefiting from women's labor for so long. Thank you so much, bitch. I was gonna do a wig today, but then I was like, bitch, I don't have enough time. But I really feel like my curls are coming out cute. I'm going to like a little queer event. It's a clothing swap slash figure art drawing class slash bonfire. So you already know my ass was in there, bitch, because I love a fucking... Bitch, I hope they got shit for s'mores or I'm gonna be fucking real sad, because don't have me around no fire with no marshmallow and no fucking chocolate and graham cracker. That don't make no sense to me. But anyways, so yeah, like I was saying though, her last video was basically just detailing how men have been just benefiting from women needing men, seemingly, to do certain things. Because also think about this, like, it's only been how many years since bitches been able to fuck bitches? It's been like, what, 40 years since women have been able to have fucking credit cards, bitch? Like, let's talk about it. Like, the act of independence was seen as a masculine quality. There are so many women that we see today who are masculine now because they're independent. And so men are trying to use that as a way to treat them like shit. Like, there are men that are actively treating women like shit. Bitch, these bios, baby, I read a bio the other day that scared the shit out of me. This man really had the nerve to say, I might like you or I might not. Duh, bitch. Why are you saying it though? What's up? Cause he's trying to talk to the pick-me's, bitch. Like, so, like now that I'm trying to speak confident, bitch. Now I'm trying to speak confidence. I be hearing bird. It's like I'm fluent in bird. So I'm like, oh, he's tweet. I'm telling you, these men be talking like they be tweeting. You're so kind, thank you. But I'm telling you, a lot of these men be on these dating apps and their bio be like, it just be appealing to a pick-me, bitch. You could tell he trying to get someone with low self-esteem to fight for his ass. There was this one man, he looked like the fucking Joker in the face, bitch. No makeup, bitch. Mask, no mask, bitch. And he had, and I'm not talking about mask with Cher, bitch. I'm talking about Matt with the green, Jim Carrey, bitch. But what I was saying is, like, this motherfucker, like, he really had the nerve to be like, me wanting to fuck you and wanting to actually hang out with you are two totally different things. Why is that your bio? You're a monster. You're a fucking monster, girl. Oh my God. I wouldn't even type that shit out. How do you feel comfortable? I'm disturbed. I'm genuinely disturbed. Actually, I'm not gonna wear these fucking pants, bitch. Cause my pussy gonna be cold. And I just don't wanna have a cold pussy today. But yeah, no, like, it's just been too much. It's been too much. And so that's why I'm sad to see her content, like, turn into, like, well, I don't know what it's about to turn into. I feel like she's going to do the same shit, but just not talk about men as much. But that last video, oh, it cooked these motherfuckers up, bitch. Flambe, like, duck all around, bitch. Like, girl, because we really sitting here, like, really... Like, that's what it is. A lot of this shit is societal. Like, the desire to be with a cis man. Hey, baby E. But the desire to be with a cis man in such a way that you gotta fucking act like what the fuck you saying ain't facts. That's terrifying. I'm terrified, bitch. Real talk. Like, motherfuckers been talking about Handmaid's Tale for a long time, but it's like, bitch, I feel like the thing about Handmaid's Tale is, like, those people, when the gunshots rang out and they was running, like, I feel like if you really, like, watch Handmaid's Tale from the beginning, again, I'm not telling you to do that shit. I'm not telling you to do that shit. But in the beginning, it's like, all these anti-woman, anti-queer, and everybody like, that's fucked up. Get the guns, bitch. Like, it's past, that's fucked up. And I'm sorry to scare you, but I'm serious. Like, it's past that. Like, we're not having a good time. We're not having a good time, God. We're not. We need to motherfucking stay. Like, we need to stay, like, on their necks. Like, I feel like the fact that people are getting scared of their rhetoric, they're scared of their rhetoric. Babe, get your gun, get your blade, and I'm being so fucking serious. Like, it's past that. It's like, why the fuck revealing what's going on with patriarchy is going to fuck up anybody's life or make anybody's platform be man-hating. And I feel like that's the other part of this. Is like, here's the thing. And I mean this with all love and sincerity. If you hate white people as a non-white person, I understand. And I'll never look at you crazy for hating all their asses. Ever. I will never look at you crazy. Because the system that they can employ against us at any fucking point is enough, in my honest opinion, to hate. On top of that, not just what has happened recently, historically, if anybody hates white people, how the fuck I'ma look and be mad at you or think that you're racist or think you're fucked up? Sweetie, we have the facts. So with that being said, if you hate men and you're not a man, the fuck I look like trying to question what the fuck what you're feeling after being oppressed. That is weird. That is weird. That's weird. So yeah, I know I say this living in a white person's house with a biracial child. Abso-fucking-lutely. Do I hate all white people? I still feel like I hate white supremacy, but I feel like depending on what white person we're talking about, yeah, I have one in the clip for them, personally. And I'm saying that as someone who has been harmed by white supremacy in ways that other people may or may not be able to hold as mixed people, because I do want to hold that. When you're a mixed person, you will go through a different type of anti-blackness if you're connected to blackness in any particular way. I want to put that asterisk on there. If you are mixed with black ancestry, you will experience anti-blackness completely different from other black people, period. So if I am hearing from deep dark skinned black people their experiences, and I'm going through a lesser version of their experiences, the fuck do I look like being soft on white people? That's crazy. That would only make sense if I was really trying to validate the good things that have happened to my life from being in the shadow of white people. Let's hold that. White supremacy allows some of us, especially the lighter our skin is, to stand next to master and get a little piece of meat. Doesn't mean we're not a slave still. But it also doesn't mean that we're motherfucking free. It doesn't mean anything. Asterisk on that. I don't want to make it seem like having mixed ancestry is not a privilege. And I also don't want to say that having light skin is not a privilege and it means nothing. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to offer is if you as a mixed person spend too much time trying to figure out, was that anti-blackness? Was that anti... We sitting here for what? For what? All mixed people, especially as light-skinned ones, we need to be fucking listening to the most marginalized and get into fucking alignment. That's period. That's period. That's a big motherfucking issue on why shit's fucking crazy right now. It's a lot of us mixed people acting like, you know, some white people are nice to me. Yeah, bitch, they're going to be. Yeah, we're diet, bitch. We're diet motherfucking POC, ho. We don't have to fucking bear the brunt of anti-blackness. That's why they like being around us, bitch. Motherfuckers don't be holding that. Like, think about it. Like, I honestly feel like my rage that I'm giving to you is overdue. But I know somebody will be like, oh, you're just mad because... No, bitch, I've been mad. And I've been trying so hard to fucking perform like I'm not the angry one. I am! I am! And also, fuck being the angry one. A lot of people are fucking angry. So, like, fuck that. Like, I just feel like at the end of the day, like, a lot of racism is predicated or held because there's a lot of us mixed light-skinned people who fucking be holding space for white people to change. I'm tired. I'm tired of acting like they're gonna change because I'm in the room, because they listen to me. I'm not fucking black, period. I'm not. And a lot of y'all know that you're mixed too. And some of our experiences are gonna be charmed in this motherfucking life that we're living. But a charmed life is nothing. It's meaningless. It's meaningless. And I feel like no one's gonna tell you that shit if they're sitting up under white people having a good time. Unfortunately, like, some folks are having a good fucking time around the white people, bitch. And we not gonna play like that's not happening too. How much do I weigh? Enough to break the ice, babe. How you doing? Anyways, But yeah, no, like I'm tired. I'm tired of acting like I have no complicity in white supremacy, because I fucking do. Like when white people do weird ass shit and I don't talk about it, like I have to drag Heather. I have to drag these motherfuckers. I have to drag them publicly. You want to know why? Because after me, they exploited somebody darker skinned than me, bitch. After me, a black girl was motherfucking exploited. After me, if I'm not motherfucking paying attention, I'm going to put people in fucking danger, because I'm going to think these white people are cool. And they're not. They're fucking not. Please, like, I implore all of y'all, like, any white person you think is a cool person, like, bitch, just wait on it. And in fact, don't fucking wait, bitch. Don't fucking wait. Like, just protect yourself. And when I say that, I mean, be mindful that, like, this white person can at any point invoke ancestral fucking harm against you. And because of that, it makes sense to be recording them at all fucking times, bitch. And I'm not trying to fucking be shady when I say this, but I'm being so for real, bitch. Keep evidence on you at all times of what the fuck was said, what the fuck went around, because white people really fucking gaslight and try to pretend and lie. And I again, the more light-skinned people, especially mixed light-skinned people who have black ancestry, act like everything's fine. Oh, we're in this position of power. Oh, we got invited to this event. Like, bitch, they're gonna keep on inviting light-skinned people to the fucking event. They're gonna keep on inviting mixed people to the event. They're gonna keep on doing that shit. It's a smokescreen at this fucking point. Not to mention, babes, if we look historically, mixed people, light-skinned people always had a better fare, bitch. Always had a better fare, bitch. To the point where they start calling motherfuckers fair-skinned, bitch. Let's be honest. Like I look at the ways, like, someone posted a comment on one of my videos where I was doing an outfit of the day, and they were like, I miss when you were a femme queen. And it's like, who says I'm not? I'm just poor as fuck going through the most. Like, I just feel like, and also, bitch, the way that I used to exist, it's like, bitch, we talk about people talking white, and it's like, no, bitch, people are talking like they want to get a fucking deal, like they want to get some money. Like, we should stop talking about whiteness in that way. It's not about talking white. It's about appealing to white fucking audience and white motherfucking consumerism, bitch, because that's what the fuck people are doing. Like, oh my God. Like, I just wish we could just be clear about what we're talking about sometimes, because sometimes we be really judging people or talking shit about them, and really they're doing exactly what white supremacy been trying to get motherfuckers to do this whole fucking time. Like, assimilation is really the fucking point of all of this, babes, honestly. And the more that us mixed people, especially people like myself, who have black ancestry and talk about things, like, it's like the more that I listen, the more that I just want to implore that, like, us mixed people, we can give away recipes, we can do so much fucking harm, and people will not check us, because people will see us as part of the motherfucking marginalized group, even though we have access to leave. We have access to leave. Thank you. It's like an octopus light vibe. It's really cute. The person I live with is really cool. They do really cool stuff for their kid, and like they're so cool about being like a parent and like sharing with their kid and like talking to them. Like I really feel like, in a weird way, I feel like I'm being reparented living here. But I also feel like I'm being raised to be like a caretaker in some ways, like in terms of like just like not caretaker, but like because I don't want to make it seem like they got me doing labor up in here, because they really don't, bitch. I just be jumping in the kitchen trying to be helpful, because like sometimes for me, I feel like that's like my biggest gift. Like I'm so good at like knowing how to cook things really quickly, knowing how to like make something warm, like make a tea, make a little potion. Like I feel like that's what I know how to do. I know how to create something. And so I'm trying to just give what I can, but they're also like, bitch, do less. Like they're always trying to remind me like, you don't owe me anything. I mean, they really don't. They really don't. Like, they don't ask me to do shit. Like, I really just do. I do what I do because, again, my friend is a single parent. And, like, I don't know how many of y'all are single parents or how many of y'all were raised by one. But, like, when you're just, like, on the periphery of seeing a single parent, it's kind of like, damn, fuck. Like, you're doing all this. Damn, like, I don't know when my friend actually washes their ass. Like, I don't know when they get a chance. Like, I don't fucking know. They don't know. They don't stink or nothing, but I'm like, I don't know when. Like, I be in their bathtub. Bitch, I gave myself a rose milk bath today. They ain't doing that. That is not their life. Like, they are really focused on their child to the point where, like, they are going without. And I remember last night I was telling them, or today, because I'm going to an event my friend invited me to, and they were like, yeah, they're like, the only way I'm going to an event is if, like, everybody there is attracted to me, and I'm attracted to them and it's gonna be fun. They're a Gemini. And I was like, I hear you. And they're like, also, they're like, what's fun to me is like doing like raised beds, gardening, and like, you know, doing like housework and like doing like home improvement stuff. And I was like, I have friends that want to do shit like that too. I have friends that have houses that want to do shit like that. I was like, you could have a friend group that does shit like that. And so I'm excited that like me and Aaron are hanging out more because I feel like they clearly want an outlet outside of being a parent. But at the same time, they are a parent and they're so committed to being a parent, and it's beautiful to see. And I feel like because of how they are, I'm becoming a little bit more better with my boundaries. They're so good at like reminding their kid, like, hey, like, where are you right now? Are you in your head? Are you in your legs? Are you in your stomach? Like, where are you in your body? And like asking questions that my mother never asked me. My mom never fucking bothered to ask me anything. My friend's name is Erin, Erin. But yeah, like my mom was not a good parent to me, and like she's trying now to like be something to me, and it sucks because it's like I don't want her to be anything to me. It's like like I was saying earlier, like some people just wouldn't appreciate apology now. Some people just don't. It's been too long. It's like, thanks. What now? You know, because like my mom's never gonna get to know me. Like she's never gonna get that access to me. I'm never gonna give it to her. What can I do? Just keep on living. But yeah, I tried to talk to her today and I was telling her this story, and then she just hung up on me. And I know that she doesn't have good service, but it's like, this is a lot. This happens a lot. Like I'll be on the phone with her and the bitch will just hang up and she's like, oh, I got bad service. And it's like, yeah, but bitch, when you have bad service all the time, get a landline so you can talk to your child on the phone, because your child hasn't seen you in years and don't even really know what you look like right now. Like, don't know you at all. You would really think you would take a little time. No, she don't. And sometimes we do talk, but not enough. And I just feel like, again, the more that I am around someone who is treating their child the way they deserve, I also feel like they're, like, my friend Erin is white Mexican, my mom is white passing. So it's like my mom and my friend are similar in that they have culture, and my friend actually shares it with her child. My mom, I think she just had children with black men so that she could feel black. And I hate to say that, but I really feel like that. I feel like some women who have black ancestry, but it don't show up, the melanin didn't come through, I feel like some of them think if they got a black baby, it's going to make them look more black. That's how I really think at this point, just based on how my mom moved with us and just how everything shook out. I just don't think that my mom was really present as a parent, and really was in her own identity fields. And I think that's why, again, growing up, she would fight with me and tell me at times, you're mixed, but then at other times tell me I'm black, depending on what the fuck she was talking about or what she was thinking. And it's just like, that's confusing. More importantly, it is confusing to live with a white woman who is every day checking in that you ain't telling people that they white. And it's like, bitch, what am I supposed to do about that? What am I supposed to do about that? You know? Like, I feel like my mom had a lot of hang-ups about her race that I really couldn't understand. And now I'm just looking at her like, you are so fucking inappropriate. Like, you really put a lot on me and my little brain, and your ass knew your ass was white this whole time. You was white from the beginning, girl. And you tried to play in my face. So that's another reason why I don't fuck with my mom, because I'm just like, girlie, you knew you was white passing. You was in the South and in the North, and you know they was not confusing you. You know they was thinking you was Miss Tammy, Miss White Tammy. Why couldn't you just be that? You know? But I really feel like my mom tried to, like, you know, have a new storyline or some shit when she had kids. And again, she is a mixed person. She has a father who's mixed as well. Like, my mom is like, her father looked like fucking Rihanna dad. Ooh, my homie just got here. I'm a dip. But just thank y'all for chilling with me and hanging out and looking at my fat roll while I put on my leggings. Because we need to normalize seeing fat bodies, bitch. I'm tired. Anyways,